Hello everybody, I have a bit of a different video for you all today, and that is about the importance of music. Now, this isn't meant to be preachy, and I'm not meaning to preach to the converted because I'm sure most of you watching will already be aware of this, but I just feel like I feel better if I get it out there. I feel like something needs to be said because increasingly there's more and more going against musicians and artists as well. The arts in general are just not appreciated anymore and they're not valued, and it feels like more and more they're being pushed out of the world, and that's kind of terrifying, not only from a job point of view or the point of view from a musician where it's what I love to do, but also imagine the world without art and without music, because it's in a lot more than I think people realise, and people who don't value it are getting a lot more from it every single day, nearly every second of their lives, than they're actually realising consciously, because it's in everything. If there's no music and no art, that means no new wallpapers, no new car designs, films would just not feel the same, games wouldn't feel the same. I mean, when you watch a film and there's no dialogue, but it's moving you, what do you think's doing that? It's the music and the artistry behind the shots a lot of the time as well. Everything, advertisements, that's art and that's music. Now, there's a big thing going around with advertisements, they're everywhere, and I'd kind of like to see them try and sell something to people without art and without music, because it ain't gonna work. And also, going off the same point there, I'd kind of like to see these people that are telling us to retrain as something else, as if it's that simple. I'd like to see them deliver their speeches and inspire people to do things without music and art, because it sure as hell isn't their words that's doing that. And I just really hope that people start to kind of realise how much art they're taking in and music they're taking in all the time, because as an example, my favourite video game, I'm a big gamer if you hadn't noticed already, my disc is broken and the music has completely gone on it. The game still works, but there's no music. Now, this is something I grew up playing and I absolutely adore it. It's one of my favourite things in the world. And I was playing it without the music and I realised this feels really weird and it feels really sinister and actually a bit flat and a bit boring. That kind of made me realise, wow, how much subconsciously I'm always taking it in and how much enjoyment it's bringing without me even realising. And I think a lot of people in the world are getting the same problem where they're taking it in all the time and they're getting enjoyment out of it, but they don't appreciate it and they're not trying to kind of help it stay afloat. If anything, a lot of people are trying to push it down, and that's really terrifying, because imagine no new designs of anything, no new TV designs even, anything you love, gone. Everything just the same, just plain, nothing ever changes. That's kind of the way. I know that sounds incredibly, it sounds really extreme, but that's kind of the way it will end up heading if people don't remember to appreciate and kind of remember what they're actually getting from music and art. So next time you're watching a film or playing a game, try and stay conscious of how much subconsciously you're getting, not just from the actual thing itself, but from all the work that's going in the background. Like when I played that game, Ratchet and Clank, that's just testament to how amazing David Burgo is as a composer. And the same goes for pretty much everything, any TV show, anything. When you look at your fridge, think about someone has had to sit down and design that fridge. Yes, there's the plumbing element to it and all of that stuff I don't understand, but I do appreciate. But there's also the design element, and in the advertisement of that, there's the music element that kind of makes you want to buy it. So yeah, please just keep this in mind. And again, I've said it before, if you're the parent of someone that is wanting to pick up an instrument, please encourage them and enable them to the best of your ability, because you don't have to spend a fortune to get them into it, and the more expensive your gear is, it doesn't mean that they're more worthy or less worthy. If anyone thinks that way, you don't want to be around them anyway, so they're kind of doing you a favour. But the world really, really does need more people who appreciate art and music and all that kind of stuff, because a world without that would be utterly terrifying. And I hope you can kind of see what I'm trying to say here. And hopefully I'm kind of getting my point across okay. But not to ramble, yeah, just think about it. Every single thing you look at and every single thing you hear that moves you has art and music in it. So please don't forget that, and don't let other people forget that, and don't let musicians and artists die out, because sadly they kind of are, and I really don't like that. And that's kind of, I don't want people to grow up in a world without that, because it's really, really sad. So yeah, not to ramble on. Hope I kind of got my point across, and hope you all have a good day. Thank you for listening. And again, not to be preachy or anything like that, I just really needed to get this off my chest, because it scares me. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you feel so inclined, let me know your own opinion. See you next time.